This is what happens when you die, according to near-death experiences in several religions.
I want to tell y'all a little story. I've died 4 times and came back to this body 4 different occasions, okay? The first time I died, it's true. I seen my ancestors. My great-grandmother was the first person I seen. And she had been dead probably a year before I had died, year and a half. Maybe 2 years. She died in 99. In 2001, I died. The first time giving birth to my son. And that is true. The thought of my son, me being a mother, going to Brookhaven High School, wanting to graduate, wanting to be married to Zach, that thought was so strong. When I seen my son come in born dead, I got up off of that bed and I put my hand through him and he became alive. And I tried to get back to my body and a mist. You see the mist first. The mist carried me away. And let me say that you are only as conscious as you are when you dead than what you was when you alive. So if you ain't know all of this shit, when you die, you don't know. So the first time I died is when I met what we call Orisha. They are like messengers, like God's fingertips. The first time I died, I met what I know as Eshu. I met one version of him. I met what people call like Getty, like people that's the dead. I met I'm trying to think of something that just say I met what we know, some of what we know is what they call like Loa, okay? And I did walk into the light and I came back to this body. Me and my son live. He 22 years old. Boom. True story. Second time I died, I did something fucked up to myself. I harmed myself and I went to a dark place. Okay? When I went to a dark place, another spirit that I know as being an Orisha in this realm came and spoke to me telepathically, took me off of what I was doing, and told me that I wasn't going to die like that and hummed this song. It was like a song I was hearing that was being hummed or like music in my mind because I didn't see nobody's mouth moving, but it was a telepathic communication. He unhooked me, took me down from what I was doing, and yeah. The third time I died, I was at a tree. I had fucking overdosed and shit. I was at my mom's house. They called the fucking medic and shit. I was at a tree. I overdosed and I was crying to the tree, telling the tree that I didn't want to be on fucking earth no more. I'm over this shit. Is whack. My dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling them, like, everything going wrong. My family, this shit is whack. I'm done fucking with it. And something that looked like me, looked exactly like me, but she was chunkier, switched me out and came and switched me out. That's why I always tell y'all this ain't my body, but I'm driving the fuck out of this motherfucker. Cause I ain't the same motherfucker. A lot of y'all think and I'm not. I'm just a whole different person. But I'm me though. It's crazy. And then that's what I learned years later was called Egg Bay. Long story, bro. Like, long story on that one, right? Divine twin shit. Then the last time I died was in 2021. I was in the bottom of the fucking hospital getting this procedure. I'm allergic to certain medicines. These motherfuckers gave me the medicine. It slowed my fucking heart rate and my oxygen all the way down for like 3 minutes. Had them scared as fuck because I told them, don't give me no fucking radiation dye. I'm allergic to that shit. Here these niggas come with the IV dye. Oh, this is a different kind of IV dye. No, it ain't, nigga. It's the same shit. Give it to me. Anaphylactic shock. 3-4 minutes dead, right? That time, I seen what people consider to be like trying to think of what they could be called, like argons. Like they like was trying to prevent me from coming back to this motherfucker, but one of them was like, it ain't time. Like she agreed to a certain amount of time the last time. So I'm going to tell y'all that y'all are in constant transition from back and forth to these realms if you have a soul. And some people have many spirits and no soul the fuck at all. And then some people got soul fragments. Some people have a soul. And then some people are the fucking soul. In ancient Egyptian times, it was 5 aspects of the soul. Which one is you operating from? A lot of people give you all these theories about death, but I'm telling you, I could go into a story, but I'm not on here. I'll probably put it on my podcast called Life and Death. And I'm going to drop it this weekend. Life and Death is going to be on the podcast. And I'm going to tell you about the fucking fantastic voyage I went on the first time that I died. It was the most profound death experience was the first time and the third time I died when I was switched out. And my whole fucking entire life changed after July of 2017. Like, I got on my grown woman shit. So this death is not really what the fuck y'all think it is. Some of these people know, some people do not know, but I'm telling you from experience, I died 4 times and came back to this raggedy motherfucker. And I even thought about having a class to teach people how to die well. And I'm going to say, don't go into the light unless you want to come back here. I'm going to tell you this. The first time that I died, they sent me the spirits of the dead in the graveyard. When I seen them, I had this cloak on. The spirit did something to me, told me he was never going to dig my grave, kissed me in the mouth, and stuck the shovel in the ground. Gold came out. He sent me up this staircase, which now I know to be crystal. I thought it was glass then. I was 17 years old. I didn't know that it was crystal. I thought it was glass. And I walked up this fucking staircase, and I walked down it, and it got real thin, like a needle, like what I was walking on. And someone was like, you going to die. And someone was like, nope, you already dead. Stick your arms out. And when I stuck my arms out, a sun came up because I could feel the heat. And a water bubble sucked me into the sun, and I went to the opposite side of the sun. And that's where my son's soul was. That's where I was. I turned into this black mist and went and got the light and brought it back to fucking Earth. And now you see me here, big and bold as shit. 22 years later, that's what happened. I'm the hero. My Baba said I'm a hero. That's why I did it. And I dreamed for 6 months before I gave birth to him that I was going to die. 2 years before, my great-grandmother told me on her deathbed that when I die and come back, she said, Chicken, you're going to be the most powerful woman in the world when you die and come back. And I done did that shit 4 times. So I was going to have a class to teach motherfuckers how to die and die well. Don't go gentle into that good light. Ashe.